Hello, hope you're having a great day. Today has been a really busy day here, but trying to be consistent in using those compound effects in my own personal life, making those small steps along the way. And so I'm just glad you're here. I know this might be the first video or Facebook Live that you're listening to. You might be listening to it live, recorded. I know this isn't the most perfect time. But it was a crazy morning and I've got things going on this evening. So I just wanted to hop on and, hey, Mr. Reyes, I think that's you. Jeff, maybe you're here too. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to figure out who's here or who's not here. But hey, I'm super excited to continue my series on the compound effect. Here I have the book right here. And the reason I'm doing this is I pull out this book about every 3 years. Or not every 3 years. I've been reading it for about every year for the last 3 years. And I absolutely love this. And sure, I've got a long way to go, but the more and more I read this and more I put this into place, some really good things are happening in my life. And so I just wanted to share the highlights of this book. You can read it. It's a great read. It's The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And if you find any value in these videos that I'm making, share with somebody. I'd really appreciate it. Put a comment. If there's something else you'd like me to share about, put that down below as well. So, hey, I'm just going to get going on this today. Yesterday we talked about, can you really be lucky? And I'm not a big person that says life is about luck. And it really is about hard work. And we learned that yesterday. And there was a complete formula for becoming lucky. So head back up on my Facebook page and you can find that video. But it was really good. There's some really good steps and formulas that you can do to jumpstart some of those goals that you have going on in your own personal life. And so today what I'm going to share about is habits. Yeah, that sounds kind of like a boring topic, but it's really can be exciting. And it can really jumpstart you to reach some of those goals that you may have set for the summer, or maybe you're going to even watch this in the winter. Jumpstart your goals. So I just want to start out with this really cool story. It's about a wise man, and he brings his young pupil into the forest. And he tells the little boy, go over and pull that little sapling out of the ground. It's just really tiny. And so the boy went over, pulled it. Super simple. So they walk a little bit further and they see a little bit larger sapling. And this sapling was probably up to about the boy's knee. So he went over with a little bit more effort. He was able to pull it up. They did it again with a little bit bigger sapling. And the boy was able to do that. And they continued and continued until they reached this really big oak tree. And so the wise teacher said, okay, now try to pull that up. Well, of course, the boy couldn't pull that tree up. And what the teacher was trying to teach the boy is that habits really have an effect on our lives. Those habits that we create, they, at first, maybe when we just have a little habit, it goes a little bit into the ground. And then as we develop those habits, and that we spend a longer time doing those things, they get more rooted into the ground. And then they're really hard to pull up. So bad habits can have a detriment in our life if we keep doing them repetitively, and they go deeper and deeper and the roots get stronger. But then those good habits that we're developing, as we continue those small, steady steps of building those habits and those roots go down, that's where that momentum and excitement happens with us many times achieving our goal. If it be wanting to get healthy, becoming good at a specific hobby, starting a business, even whatever it is that you do for a living, it takes time. And we need to create those good habits. But most of us in our life, we're kind of on autopilot. And it's just like this story of a man that was riding a horse and he was going really fast and it looked like he was going somewhere, and the guy on the edge of the road said, hey, where are you going? And the guy said, I don't know, ask the horse. That's kind of what our life is like. We're on autopilot. Hi Solvig, it's nice that you joined in. We're just kind of going automatically and we're not really paying attention to what we're doing. And those habits, a habit is something that with time becomes very automatic or involuntary, and we don't even know that it's happening. And so there can be good, bad habits. and good habits. And I think most of us many times we're really on autopilot and we're not really paying attention to those habits that we've created. And so I just really want us to just kind of wake up, and this is for me as well. So some of these videos I'm doing, they're really for me too, to be really reflective in my own personal life, because we're only given one life to live. And my motto is I want to live my life to the fullest, and I want to help others live their life to the fullest too. And so I love inspiring and nurturing people. So if you ask, why am I doing these? It's because I care. And so what I want to suggest to you is even the slightest adjustment to your habit can have a huge impact in a positive way in your life. And it's just like this with a plane. If a plane was leaving from Los Angeles to New York, and they're on the tarmac in New York, they're in Los Angeles, and they just by 1% put their nose direction off, just by 1%. When they hit New York, they're not going to hit New York. They're going to be 150 miles off course. And so what I'm suggesting, even the slightest small adjustment in our habits can have a huge effect in our life. And that's what this book, The Compound Effect, is. We're taking small, incremental, thoughtful, intentional steps and heading towards a goal that we might want to reach. And so what's going to make you successful in reaching that goal really is the choices that you're making and those habits that you're building or trying to break. And so a lot of people will say it's like willpower. I just need willpower. But if that was the case, then my thought would be most of us would be successful. And so what I'm suggesting, I don't believe it's willpower that's going to get us building those good habits and maybe breaking some bad habits. What's really going to get us there, what really will take us from the thought, I want to change this or I want to add this good habit, to doing it is the why. It's the reason. That's the powerful component that so many of us are missing. It is the why. Why do I want to change this habit? Or why do I want to create this habit? Why do I want to get really healthy? What's my incentive? Why is that? Just to fit in my genes? I really don't think that's probably a big enough why. And so as when I come back the next time, we're really going to investigate the power of why and how you're going to get your mojo back and really get into building good habits or breaking bad habits with your why. Hey, Sandy, it's good to see you. And so that's what we're going to look at the next time I come back on. And I'm not sure if it'll be tomorrow. I've been trying to be consistent, really small and steady steps, but we've got 4 basketball games going on tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I can get back tomorrow, but I know on Monday for sure I will put up another Facebook Live on getting your mojo back and finding out that why, because Darren Hardy, he has some amazing thoughts on how we can get our mojo back and that power of why. So before I leave today, I'm so glad you joined me. Every day I give you an action plan, because you know what? Just thinking about something or listening to me, it's not going to do anything. It's the actions that you take that are going to have a huge impact. And this isn't really big actions, but it is really reflective. I know a lot of times it's really hard to be reflective on our own life, but what I want you to do today is I want you to identify this weekend 3 really good habits that you've already established. Give yourself credit. We all have some really good habits in our lives. And then I want you to think about maybe 3 bad habits that are stopping you from getting to one of your goals, a goal that you might have set for yourself. What are those 3 bad habits? And I just want you to write them down, because remember, writing is the doing part of thinking. You really need to write. It's the action part of that thinking. And so really put them down. In all the other videos that I've put out, I've always given a great kind of action step to do. And these are going to move you closer and closer of jump-starting yourself to reaching some of the goals that you might have. Now, it's probably good just to limit your goals to 1 or 2 at the moment. And then remember, we're all talking about small, steady, consistent steps. I've really enjoyed having you guys on here. I'm really new to this, and like I said, I'm not here to do this because I love to see myself on camera. If you ask my husband, he could probably type it below. I absolutely do not like to see myself on camera or in pictures, but I really care. And I really want to make sure those that I care about and that I know that we can be on a journey to make sure we live the best life we possibly can do. Live. So, okay, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me. But you know what? If you found any value in this, or if you missed my other lives, go back, listen to them. They're all within 10 minutes. And then if you know of somebody else who's just kind of stuck, they're just stuck, share these videos with them. And then I'll just see you back for sure on Monday. Have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Thanks for stopping by.